Okay, very good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll start. And today is the last theory session, and I'll try to complete it within 1 hour. And if I can start the past paper discussion also. As well as I told you earlier, in the following 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks, you will have 2 quizzes, MCQ quizzes. Okay, so with that, I will conduct some past paper question also. Okay, and as I told you, this is the last topic or last session, a theory session of your subject, mathematics. So today we are going to discuss about, again, its matrices, and another part, how to solve linear equation using matrix method. Linear equation mean, let's say, look at here, this is one example. A1x, or for example 5x plus 2y plus 3z is equal 5, something like that. Okay, so if you have any equation, linear equation in this format, you can easily sort it out. You can easily find the values of x, y, and z using the matrix methodology. Okay, let's see how to find the answer, or what is the method to find the answer for the the coefficients, or the respective coefficient of x, y, and z. Okay, look at here. I have given you an this is the common format of a linear equation while talking about matrices. So the first step, when you have any linear equation, you have to rearrange in the format of x plus y plus z is equal something. It's supposed to be in this format. Always you have to keep x in the first position, plus y in the second position, plus z in the third position is equal some constant. It can be d1, mean it can be any number. It can be 1, or it can be 0, it can be 10, it can be any number. It can be minus, or it can be negative number, or else positive number. Okay, likewise, so let's say if you have 2 equations, then you have to rearrange all the 2 equations in the format of x, y, z is equal something. Okay, so for the example only I'm giving these 3 equations here. Look at here, this is a1x plus b1y plus z1z is equal d1. And the second equation, linear equation, a2x plus b2y plus z2z is equal d2. Likewise, in the third or the last equation, a3x plus b3y plus z3z is equal d3. So you have to note one thing here. It is, if you see this one, it is something like 3 into 3 matrix. Okay, but you can do it for 3 into 2 matrix or 4 into 4. It can be any number. But in your case, you will have maximum of 3 into 3 matrix only. Okay, that's why I'm giving you this example. So look at here, we have x, y, z and 3 equation. Therefore, it will be a 3 into 3 matrix. Here a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, and c1, c2, c3 are the coefficients of x, y, z. Coefficient mean this is the some constant. It can be any number. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 0, it can be any number. Okay, as well as here d1, d2, d3 also, we can call it any constant number. Okay, now let's see the next step, how to derive the matrices from these equations, 3 equations. Look at here, showing here, look at here, this is a1. In the first equation we have a1, b1, c1 and d1. So look at here, a1, b1, c1 and d1. Actually, you have to form a 3 into 4 matrix, then convert it into 3 into 3 matrix. Let's see one by one. So we have, write it down. We have write down the first equation. Likewise, look at the second equation. This is a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal d2. Therefore, it will be a2, b2, c2, and d2. Likewise, you have to write it down third equation also in this format. Now, this is the first form that we have to derive from the given linear equation. This is the first step. From this one, you have to write this one. So you have to write A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and A3, B3, C3 as single matrix, this one. Into, this is something like multiplication here, into X, Y, Z. If you multiply these things, you will have the previous equation, like, if you multiply these two, if you multiply these two, you will have this equation. Okay, so here, this is, we have already discussed in earlier classes, how to multiply these matrices into these matrices. That is, we have done already, so don't need to discuss it again. Just you must know how to convert a given linear equation into a matrix format. So this is the matrix format. Look at here, a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 x is equal d1. So if you multiply these one, you will have these equations. Okay, but our target from this equation, you have to form these matrix format. So this is the first step, and this is the second step. Now you have, look at here, read this sentence. This matrix will be used to solve systems by Cramer's rule. We divide it into 4 separate 3 into 3 matrices. Again, this one now will be converted into these 4 matrix format. This one, this only, this matrix only. Only using this one. Okay, you have to create the upcoming matrix. So look at here, this is the given matrix A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay, this is the given matrix. From this one, you must know how to create some 3 extra matrix. If you have 3 into 3 matrix, then you have to create another 3 extra matrices to find the answer for x and y and z. If you have 2 into 2 matrix, then you have to create extra 2 matrices. In our case, we have 3 linear equation which is having x, y, and z, which means 3 into 3 matrices. Therefore, you have to create extra 3 matrices, and which is also must be a 3 into 3 matrix. So this is our actual matrix. Okay. From this one, look at here how I created dx. This is the original matrix. This is our original matrix. That is what I'm right here as d is equal some matrix here. Now let's see how to write dx. If it is dx, in this matrix you have to replace x position by these matrices d1, d2, d3. Okay, so instead of a1, a2, a3, you have to put d1, d2, d3, and the rest of the elements are same. No need to change the rest of them. If it is dy, dy is the second position. Therefore, you have to replace the second elements here. What is the second element here? What are the second elements? B1, B2, B3. Therefore, instead of B1, B2, B3, you have to replace by D1, D2, D3. Likewise, DZ, that is in the third position. You don't need to change the first and second column, but you have to replace third column. Instead of C1, C2, C3, you have to write D1, D2, D3. Okay, where D is the, look at here, D is the 3 into 3 coefficient matrix, that is we are derived from our equation, and dx, dy and dz are each of the result of substituting the constant column for one of the coefficient column in D. So that is, I'll explain you with some example also. Now how to find x, y and z? Our target is find x, y and z. How to find it? Determinant of dx. Dx means this matrix divided by determinant of D. So this is D matrix, our original matrix. Likewise, y is equal determinant of dy divided by determinant of D. And finally, the z value, determinant of z dz divided by determinant of D. Now let's sort out these problem. Okay, I'll show you how to sort out this problem. First, I'm going to write the equation. So the so this is the given equation. Okay, this is equation 1, 2, and equation 3. First target, you have to convert the equation in the format of x plus y plus z is equal some constant. So I'm going to convert first equation, this one. So if I convert the first equation, this one, into the required format, it is 8x plus, sorry, minus 7y. So 7y is here. If you bring the y in this the right side, the positive value will become negative value. Okay, so this is positive plus 7y. So if you bring this other side, then it will change into minus 7y. And here z is plus 10z. Z is equal, the value is always here, 50. Now look at the second equation, 2x, that is we don't need to change it because that is already in the required format, so no need to change it. 3y plus 8z is equal 7. And the third equal, look at here, so 4x here, so I have to bring, let's say, minus 4x minus 2z plus, it should be y should be here, y means 5y minus 2z is equal minus 9. Now tell me, are you all clear in the first step? Is that clear? Have converted the given equation into required equation format. Is that clear? Is that clear? What about others? Okay, good. I hope it's a very simple question, no? Now from this one, you have to write you have to create the, what is the required matrix. So matrix is 8. I'll show you what we need to do. So we have received the equation in this format. From this one, the next step, we have to create this one. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So 8 minus 7 10, the value is 50. Like the second equation, 2, 3, 8, 7. Third equation, -4, 5, -2, -9. Now tell me, is the second step is clear? Are you all clear in the second steps? What about others? Good. So from this, next step, -8, -7, 10, 8, 4, 5, 2, 8. Now I have created the Ricard matrix format. Now tell me, is that clear? I have removed X, Y, Z to find the matrix. Okay, that is the steps. So if you keep X, Y numbers and X, Y together, you can't find the value for what is X, what is Y, what is Z. It's a theorem that is we call Cramer's rule. This is the rule. Actually, it's a theorem. Okay. Now, did you understand this one? Third step. This is the first step, and this is second step, and this is third step. Did you understand it? So from this step, we can simply write this one. We can write this equation separately and this number separately and X, Y, Z separately. Look at this one, this step. Sure, right. From this step, we can create this one. This is we call Cramer's rule. If you multiply these matrices, definitely you will have this equation. Okay. So if we have already discussed it, just try yourself how to find the multiplication of these matrices. Okay, is that clear now? This is one matrix. This is another matrix. This is the another matrix. So is it clear now? Quickly tell me. So from this one, I have created this one. From this one, I have created this one. From this one, I have created this one. Okay, now let's see the next step. So let's see the. So after creating this one, we have to find what is D, what is dx, what is dz, what is dy. Okay. So from this step, now we're going to create Matrix D is equal 8 minus 7, 10. 2, 2, 3, 8, minus 4, 5, minus 2. This is the original matrix, this one. This is the original matrix. And from this one, we have to find what is matrix dx, which is equal, dx means x is the first position. This is the position of x. And the second column is the position of y. And the third is the position of z. Now I have to replace, when I write the matrix for dx, I have to replace the first column by this matrix, this vector matrix, or this is this matrix. So therefore it is 15 minus 7, 10. Again 7, 3, 8. Minus 9, 5, minus 2. Now tell me, are you clear about matrix dx? Are you all clear about matrix dx? Let me show you again. So I hope you all are clear about matrix D. Is that clear? This matrix D? Matrix D is clear. Okay. So if you clear matrix D, then we have to find dx. Our target is to find the value for x, y, z from the using this equation. So to find the find these values, we are using matrix method. For that, we are using a law called Cramer's rule. Okay. So this is the step. This is the first step and second, third step. And from this one, you can write D, matrix D. This is coming from this one. Okay, that is clear. Now you have to find dx. X is the first position. Look at here. X is the first position in every equation. This is the first position. First. Likewise, y is the second. Z is the third. Look at here. These x are in first column. These y are in second column. And these z are in third column. So to find dx, you have to replace the first column from D, matrix D, by this matrix. The matrix is 15, 7, minus 9. Okay. So in that sense, I have created dx 15 minus 7, 10, 7, 3, 8, minus 9, 5, minus 2. Is it okay now? What about others? Good. Okay, now we have to find dy. Dy is equal, y is in the second position. Therefore, you don't need to change the first column of D as well as third column. You had to replace only the second column with these elements, these matrices. Therefore, the first number 8, no problem. Second number 15. Third number 10. and the second row 2, and the next element 7, and the third element 8. And the third row, first element -4, second element -9, third element -2. Is that clear? dy is clear. Okay. Now let me find dz is equal. So z is in the third column. In our matrix D, z is the third column. Now we have to replace this third column with these 3 elements. Therefore, dy is equal 8 minus 7, 15. 2, 3, 7. Minus 4. Minus 4 and 5, and the last one minus. Now tell me. I hope you all are clear about matrix D, dx, dy, dz. Okay, are you all clear now? Quickly tell me. Okay, now we have to find, the next step is we have to find, look at here, if you find d, dx, dy, then the next step is you have to find, you can directly find x, y, z, but before that you have to find the values for what is the determinant of dx, what is the determinant of d, what is the determinant of dy, and what is the determinant of dz. We have already discussed how to find these answers, how to find the determinants. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please go back to the previous notes and look at how to find those values. Okay, so determinant of d is equal, so this is 48. Likewise, and next answer, determinant of dx, this is equal 336. 336, and next one, determinant of dy is equal 144. Kindly go back to the previous notes and look how to find these determinant values. And the last determinant of dz is equal minus 96 or something, minus 96. Okay, now can directly put into the equation x is equal determinant of dx divided by determinant of d. Okay, from this one, the answer is 336 divided by 48, which is equal seven. And next one, y is equal determinant of dy divided by determinant of D. So which is equal 144 divided by 48. So if you divide, if you find the answer for this one, it will be, I think, 3. And last one, Z is equal determinant of dz divided by determinant of D. So dz is equal minus 96 divided by 48, which is equal minus 2. That's all. This is the answer. X equals 7, y is equal 3, and z is equal minus 2. Okay, now tell me, are you all clear about it? Are you all clear? Here only the calculation is only the lengthy part, but very easy method. Okay, you must know what is the first step, what is the second step, and what is the third step. Quickly tell me, are you all clear now? So the first, now I'm going to ask, I'm going to give you some quizzes. You have to find the answer, and then I'll call your registration number. You have to answer me. Okay, I'll randomly call your number. So I'm giving you one example. You can discuss among your friends and do the calculation and find the answer. Okay, and you know, in the upcoming MCQ exams, I'll give you the question directly, and you have to find the MCQ. That is MCQ. I'll give you have to find the final answer on. Okay, just tick. Yes, when it comes to your final examination, definitely you will have marks for these each and every steps. You have to do step by step. You can't directly jump from here to here. Okay, so it is actually, it's a theorem that is we call Cramer's rule. That means, so if you have any linear equation, then you have to check whether it is in the Ricard format. If it is not in the Ricard format, then you have to convert it. Look at here in our exam. Look at this one. Show you. So here, so this is the given equation, but it is not in the Ricard format. So I convert this equation into the Ricard format. But if it is already in the Ricard format, no need, leave it as it is. If it is not, then you have to rearrange it. Look at here in this example, y is coming in the first position. But actually, we need to change or replace the element. X should be in the first, y should be in the second. Look at here. So this is how you have to replace it. Okay, and after this one, you have to find the basic matrix formula. This one. All the X elements will come in the first column. All the second, Y elements or coefficients come into the second column, and the Z coefficients come into the third column. And these will come out this area. Okay, after this one, you have to form the actual matrix format. Using this one only, you have to find what is D, what is dx, what is dy, and dz. After that, you have to find the determinant of each of these four matrices. And finally, you have to use these equations to find the final answer. Now, I'm advising you all to take Okay. You guys better take some screenshot because I'm going to give you some example now. Quickly take a screenshot. Okay, have you all got the screenshot? Can I move now? Or if you have any doubt, please ask me. We'll discuss, then we can move the example. Are you all clear now? So in the final examination, if you forget, it's not my mistake. Go back and find the notes and learn it. Don't say I explain it, I forget. It's not a good way. Okay, next week you will have an exam. Okay, that is MCQ. So go and search the note and find the way, or ask your friends. I'll enable the mic. You can discuss with your friends and you can find it, how to find the terminal. Okay. Okay, for example, in case, look at here, if the equation in this format, look at here there is no x. I have directly given you 10z is equal 7y plus 50. But what we need to do, look at the second and third example. Here we have x. But in the first equation, we don't have x. Then what to do? Actually, the coefficient is 0. That's why it became 0. It means you have to create the equation in this format. 0x minus 7y. Then only you can convert your matrix in this form. Understood? For example, you have 3 equations and 2 equations having x, y, z. But 1 equation having only z and y. Okay, don't confuse in that situation. In that situation, you have to create your x with a coefficient 0. Okay, you got it? What I mean? Quickly tell me. Did you understand what I mean now? What I told you now? Good. So I'm going to give you the example. For example, in some questions, they will have only 2 coefficient values like x and y only. Okay. In that sense, you don't need to worry about it. Okay. Now write down the question. Question is, let's say, x plus 2y is equal 0. X equal x plus 2. So here we have only 2 coefficient variant, that is x and y only. Here we don't have z, therefore you don't need to worry about z. Here it will be 2 into 2 matrix. Okay, from this you can write like first you have to rearrange the equation, that is 3x plus 2y is equal 0, and the next one minus x plus y is equal 2. From this you can write the the matrix easily. 3, 2, 0. The next one minus 1, 1, 2. From this one you can write 3, 2, x 0, minus 1, 1, y 2. So it is something like This is one matrix. This is another matrix. So from here, as usual, same method or same way you have to do. Here we have a matrix is 2 into 2. Okay, that's simple. Let me write the equation. You have to find the answer. Let's see. Okay, now look at here. This is the given equation, and you're asking to find x, y, z. Okay. The time is 10:43. Now I'm giving you 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, you have to find the answer for what is x, what is y, what is z. Okay, I'm going to enable the mic also. Kindly, please, you can discuss with your batch. Here we have 19, 20 students. You can discuss among yourself and find the answer. Okay. Okay, you can start now. The time is 20 minutes. Okay, 11:05, I'll come and check your answer. I'll call you randomly. You have to tell the answer. All must be ready. The students, can you see the question? Can you all see the question? What about others? Only 12 replied, only 14 replied. What about others? Rest of the 5 students? Okay, now you can start discuss, or you can start do the question now. I'll come after 20 minutes, okay?
Hello, brothers. அஹ், என்ன கதை விட வந்துச்சா ஆஜி?
யாருக்காவது ஆன்சர் வந்துச்சா?
Okay. Can you find the answer? What about? Have you all found the answer? No, I need the final answer. No need dy, dz, dx. I need the final answer. What is x? What is y? What is z? Okay, now I'm going to call the number. I'm going to call this number, please. You have to mention the answer. Or before that, I'll show you some step, and then you guys can compare the answer. So from this one, you have to check whether it is rearranged or not. Look at the first equation, x, y, z, that is in order, no problem. Look at the second one, x, y, there is no z. Therefore, we have to rearrange the whole equation. Therefore, x plus y plus z is equal 1. Second equation, 2x plus y plus, there is no z here. Therefore, you have to put 0 into z. 0 into z, always 0. So no issue, is equal to the third one, 2x plus 3y plus z is equal 4. Okay, now it is in order. From this one, we have to find the Ricard matrix. So x is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The second equation, 2, 1, 0, 2. The third one, 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, from this one, we can write the equation format. 1, 1, 1, x, 2, 1, 0, y, 2, 3, 1, z, 4. Okay, so this is one matrix. Finally, we are in the format, Ricard format. Okay, which is equal to equal. Okay, now we have to find what is dx, dz. First, let's see what is d. D is equal 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 2, 3, 1. From this one, we can find what is dx. Dx is equal, first we have to replace first column with these element 1, 2, 4. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Zero, 4, 3, 1. Okay, found dx, then dy is equal no changes in the first column, but in the second column we have to do some changes. Likewise, dz is equal No changes in the first and second, but in third. So we have found d, dx, dy, dz. Now let's see how to find. We have to find the see the determinant of those elements. First, let's find determinant of d is 1 into 1 1 into 1 minus minus 1 into 0 2 minus 0 plus 6 minus 2 4. Determinant of dy is equal 1 into 0 minus 1 into 2 minus 0 plus 1 into 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. Determinant of dz 1 into 4 minus 6 4 minus 6 minus 1 into 8 minus 4 plus 1 into 6 minus 2. Minus 2 minus 6 minus 2. Therefore, x is equal determinant of x over determinant of d. It is equal determinant of dx 1 upon 3. Y is equal determinant of dy, determinant of d is equal determinant of dy 4 by 3. and z is equal determinant of dz divided by determinant of d, which is equal determinant dz minus 2 over 3. Minus 2 over 3. So this is the answer. Yes, only one got the correct answer. No, excuse me. Only one got the correct answer. I don't know what about others. Okay. And now I'm going to give you another example. So now please ask me if you have any doubt in this question. Don't ask me how to find determinant. This is already we have discussed 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times already in two classes, previous 2 classes. So I have given you 20 minutes. I'm asking you to discuss among your batchmates. Okay. I don't know whether you have discussed or not, but now the next question. Okay. If you have any doubt, first ask me. If you don't have any doubt, I'll move to the next part. Quickly ask me, do you have any doubt on this? You guys, do you have any doubt on this? If you feel feel hard to find how to find, or if you don't understand how to find determinant of some matrices, please don't ask me, because we have already many times discussed. I have already shared the video recording, all the notes and everything is there. Just go and study it. Okay. Within another 2 weeks, you are going to complete your semester, and after the 2 weeks, and you will have your final exam. So better study now. Okay. So if you all are clear, let me move to the next quiz. Okay, simple quiz. Okay, so these are the 2 given equation. From this one, you have to find the answer for what is x and what is y. Okay, you have to use Cramer rule. Okay, or using matrix method, you have to find the answer for these linear equation. So for this one, I'm going to give you only, let's say 5 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you have to find the answer. This time I'm going to call your name, your registration number. Who is this EUIS 2017 AC 494? Please quickly rename it. This guy, who is this guy? EUIS 2017. What is SAM? Who is the next guy? SAM. Kindly rename it. Okay, if you can't find, if I can't find your registration number, it means you will lost your attendance, and if your attendance is less than 70 or 75%, you can't sit for the semester exam. Be very careful. So kindly register. The guys rename with your registration number, please. Okay, now it's time for you, and 10 minutes, and kindly find the answer for x and y. Okay, using the matrix method, or okay, I'm enabling unmute section, so you can discuss with your friends here, and you can find the answer. Okay. Have you all found the answer? Have you all found the answer? What about others? What about others? Okay, now 0034. IT P0034 idea. Quickly answer me. IT P0034. Are you there? Okay, what is the answer for Y? What is the answer for Y? If you don't know the answer, simply say, I don't know. That's enough. I'll call the next one. Okay, the next one, P038. P038. P038, either. P038. P001. 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 P004. Okay, what is the answer for Y? No, wrong answer. Can anyone answer me? What is the answer for Y? What is the answer for Y? Yes. 14 by 11. 14 by 11. That's the answer. If you got incorrect answer, please check your, the calculation again. You may have made some mistakes in your calculation. Okay. So the next one, 007. 007. Are there? 007. What is the answer for X? What is the value for X? What is the answer for X? Doesn't matter if you don't know the answer, but reply me quickly. Don't take too much of time. Okay. P002. P002. Can you tell me the answer? What is the value for x? Okay, this is now common for all. Anyone can answer now. Anyone can answer. What is the value for x? Yes, 1 upon 11. Okay, so that's all for the matrix. We have completed all our theory parts. We have done a lot of examples, and we have done so far. We have conducted 2 exams. Okay, and we will have another 2 exams in the upcoming weeks. I mean, week 14th and week 15th. Okay, and those 2 quizzes will be based on MCQ. Okay, until then we are going to discuss now the past paper. Let me show you one example, one part from the past paper. I've already uploaded the past paper in the Google Classroom, so you can download and you can practice with yourself, and all the answer for the questions you can refer our notes which I have shared with you already. And now you can you see the past paper? Can you see my screen now? I have shared the past paper which is on 2018. Okay, look at the first part. This is always based on perfectly 100% based on your notes. It is asking the definition. It is asking define the following terms and give an example for each of them. So you have to write something about what is said and with some example. Okay, so that is we have. If you see the first lecture note, you can find the answer for these 4 questions: A, B, C, A, B, C, D. Okay, that is no need to explain you. Look at the second part. The second part is about you don't need to write everything, not much, nothing much, but you have to say whether it is true or false. If the given statement is true, you have to say true, no need to do anything. But if it is false, you have to say false, and you have to write the correct answer. Okay, and look at the first statement. It is saying the empty set is a subset of every set. Tell me whether it is true or false. Empty set is a set of every set. Let's say, for example, you have 2 sets A and B, and A having some elements, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is having some other elements, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they are saying empty set, it is a subset of every set. For example, in our case, empty set is a subset of A, empty set is a subset of B. Is it true or false? Yes, the answer is true. Okay, the answer is true. You can refer your notes. Look at the second one. Is this correct equation? Is it correct equation or not? It is true or false? I mean, second one. Any other answer? Listen, you better check with your given course material, okay, notes. Okay. It's a yes, it is false. Why? Union B. It should be union, not intersection. Or it should be union. If it is intersection, it should be union, or else if it is union, then it should be intersection. Both can't be same. And look at the third one. Is correct or wrong? If set F is equal 1, 2, 3 and set G is equal 2, 3, 1, then F is a subset of G. Is it true or false? Okay, fine, good. And E. If T and L are two disjoint set, then T union L, N T union L is equal number of element in T plus number of element in L. Is that correct, true or false? The answer is true. Disjoint means there is no connection between set T and set L. If it is disjoint, you can directly use this L equation. If it is not disjoint, for example, if it is joint set, then it's supposed to be something like this. Look at here, number of element T intersection L. Okay, if it is joint set. If it is disjoint set, then it is true. Okay, go back to the notes and please have a look. We have clearly, I have given you the definition, what is disjoint set and how to denote using equations. I have given everything clearly with more examples also. D is true, false, because there should be a equal subset. Look at here. Here also we have 3 elements and 1, 2, 3. Here also we have 3 elements. That is also 1, 2, 3. So F is an equal subset of G, or else G is an equal subset of F. It's supposed to be something like this. Okay. There is no equal here. It is false. Now go to question number 3. Look at here. We have set union set, which is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 20, which means we have 20 elements here, starting from 1 up to 20. Okay, and they are saying there are 3 subsets, namely A, B, C. How to find A? They say it is an element X and which is between 3 and 12, which means, look at here, the elements here should be, first you have to find this element. If they're given you these details, you have to find the element. The element should be greater than 3 and less than 12. Therefore, 4, 5, 6 up to 11. Okay. In this case, it is an even number and less than 15. Even number means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, up to 20. But it is less than 15. Therefore, 2, 4, 6, and up to 14. Because there is a condition, X is even and X is less than 50. Therefore, Even mean all the even numbers starting from 2 to up to 20, but there is a condition, it is less than 50. Therefore, up to 14 only we have element for subset B. And look at here, set C, look at here. It is an X, but you have to find using these equation. So instead of X, you have to put 1 and find the first element. If you put 1, it is not 1, it's supposed to be, no, directly you can find it, no, it's an equation. Therefore, from this equation, you can write it, X equal 4 minus 3, which is equal 1 only, okay? So 1 is a natural number based on this condition, but 1 is a natural number, okay? Also, this is inside these union set, 1 is here. Therefore, C is 1, only one element, and the element is 1. Okay. So did you understand how to find these sets now? Did you understand? Quickly tell me. Good. Now using this one, you have to create the Venn diagram. We know how to create Venn diagram. And so to find the first this one, first you have to find separately A complement. A complement means all the element without A. All the element without A mean you can't have these elements. But therefore 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 up to 11, no. Then 12, 13 up to 20. Okay. Again, you have to find what is B union C. Both element of B and C. Union means both element, all the element of B and all the element of C. Therefore, B union C is equal 1, 2, 4, 6 up to 14. Now they are asking intersection. Intersection mean A complement intersection B union C mean so common element of this one and this one. What are the common element here? 1 is common, 2 is common. Okay. Therefore, the answer is 1 is common for both A complement and B union C. 2 is common. Then 3 is not common, 4 is not common. After that, again, 12 is not common, 13 is not common, but 14 is common. That's all. This is the answer. A union mean, sorry, A intersection mean the common element. Here, you have to find first A complement. Then you have to find B union C. After that, intersection mean common element for these two sets. A complement, intersection, B union C. It is 1, 2, 12, 14. Sorry, 1, 2, yes, 12, 14. 1, 2, 12, 14. That is the answer for this first question. Okay. So likewise, you have to, find the next one. So here you have to find B minus C. Can anyone tell me what is B minus C? So likewise, one by one, you have to find all the elements. Okay. So please, all the answer for these, all the questions are in our notes. Please go through the notes. Meantime, go through the recorded videos. Okay. You don't have enough time hereafter because we have only 2 weeks remaining. to complete the academic session. After that, you may have 1 or 2 weeks study leave, and after that, you will have final exam. Okay, therefore, please go through it very carefully, study all the notes. Okay, if you really need some assistance, kindly you have a group here, create a Zoom meeting and discuss among your friends. Okay, that's the best way to learn it, understand it. Okay, so in the upcoming session, I will show you how to do the rest of the questions from the past, from the past paper. Okay. So anything to ask now? If you have any doubt or if you have anything to ask, please ask me now. Others? What about others? I think others are okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a nice weekend, everyone. Good night. Bye.